Hi, my name is Shayla, and this is my Savior's story. I was 8 years old when my mom left, and I blamed it a lot on myself because I was always sick, and so I thought she couldn't handle that anymore. And growing up, like I knew, like people talked to me about God and stuff, but I claimed myself as atheist because I figured, if he truly, was this awesome person, then I wouldn't have to go through the things that I went through as a child. And well, I, met a friend, and he was introducing me to the church, and before that I was into alcohol and drugs by age 10, and that was the way that I coped with everything that I had to deal with. And about age 14 rolled around, and this friend was like, why don't you go to youth group with me? And I was like, whatever, let's go. So I went with him, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. He invited me to church. I said, I'm not going to church. Like, I'm not going to be seen in a church. That can't happen. And then my grandmother passed away, and I went back. I was still into this atheist thing, and that was about 2.5, almost 3 years ago, and I attempted suicide. I overdosed, and I got sent away from my family, and then I came back, and on my 16th birthday I ended up overdosing again because I wanted to leave so badly, because I lost the one thing that I thought that I could always have, and that was my grandma, and she was gone, and I was like, how in the world can you take something so precious? And then after that, my second overdose, they do a thing which is called emergency protective custody, which is to take you somewhere to get help. And I did not want to go back. I did not want to go back there. I didn't want to do that again. And it actually turned out that the cop forgot to do the paperwork. And then the doctors all told me how my heart rate was really bad. My blood pressure was low. I shouldn't have woke up the next morning. I really should have not done that. And when they told me that, I actually then, in the hospital bed, I prayed, and I cried, and then I felt love surround me in this room of me just being alone. And ever since then, I accepted Christ, but I never really lived by him until I was baptized June 3rd of last year. And I fully accepted him, and it was the best decision I ever made. And I have no more alcohol problems, drugs, all that's gone, and I have a beautiful baby boy. So that's my story.